ladies and gentlemen, residents of Entebbe municipality and Entebbe and Uganda at large. My name is Aloyo Daisy Grace, and I'm an aspiring candidate LC5 Entebbe Division B Woman Councillor, and I'm still the General Secretary National Platform Entebbe Division B. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you sad news from Entebbe municipality and Uganda as a whole. It is sad the way elections have been handled this time in Uganda and in Entebbe specifically. The army has taken over the election. There is no rule of law in the election. In the electoral process, we very well know that in the electoral process, we know that any candidate and each candidate is entitled to agents to take part in his election, to guard his or her vote. Given our agents have been on all polling stations, as National Unity Platform Entebbe chapter, we have done that. We did our part. We made sure every candidate has agents on all polling stations to make sure that we guard our vote. But it's in my dismay, and it is on a sad note, that the army plus those that are in power are using the gun to scare our agents away from the polling stations. They scare them, they put them off the table. It is well stipulated in the Government Act or Elections Act that the agents can sit next 20 meters, just next to the table. But I don't understand why you push the agents away from the table and you do whatever you want to do on the table. People are voting when they're not in the voters register. People are voting multiple times. People are given more than one vote. One person comes and votes 3 times, 4 times. He's given 10 votes and votes for that particular candidate. It is so absurd that the NRM Secretariat and Executive in Entebbe is doing a lot to frustrate elections, to scare the community. The youths are running up and down because they are demoralizing them. They are putting cases on them, that cases that are unbelievable, that they're scaring the state, that they have pangas, that they're going to burn people's houses, which is not the truth. Because as National Platform, we've been preaching discipline. As our president said, discipline is one of our core values. And we've been preaching that it is, if we are to protest, it's going to be peaceful protests. We are not going to burn anyone's home. We are not going to panga or kill anybody. We are not going to do anything to harm any Ugandan. But peacefully, we want to change the nation. But it's so absurd that our own, the people we know, we grew up with, just because they support NRM, this time of election, they've even forgotten that we are part of them. They've forgotten that they know us, that we are their children. They've raised us. The likes of Kafero Complex, the likes of Sheri Karyebara, the likes of many and many of them, Shaka Gashaija and many. They are residents of Entebbe. They've seen us grow. But it's so absurd that when in the time of election, they turn a deaf ear. They cannot look at us in the eye. But they would say, I don't know you. And they rig your vote and they punish your house.